Welcome to my video.
Do you know why Mommy did these colors?
I know how you did these colors.
I did them because you're pretty pants. The pink pants with the flowers.
Why?
Because I thought they were pretty. Do you like it?
Yeah.
For this look, I'm using the Paris Edits. I'm going in with that first shade all over my entire eye, that pink shade in the crease, that khaki shade in the crease to deepen it, the burgundy shade as liner, and the shimmer shade right there to go over the liner, and then that light shimmery shade on the inner corner. So as you can see here, I'm setting the concealer that I laid down, which was the Danessa Myricks Concealer on top of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I'm just applying that all over my lid, and then I'm going to go in with that pinky shade, and I'm following my crease line as you can see here. It's almost like it's not a cut crease, but it's a very defined crease. You could make it darker if you wanted. I didn't want to go too dark with the look. I wanted something that was pretty light and fresh looking, but you could go darker. I would recommend layering them though, so that way it doesn't get too dark too fast. So I'm going in with that brighter peachy pink color, and then I went in with that khaki. If you're darker than I am, you'll probably need to go in one of the darker shades because this is a rather light color. I'm pretty fair, so it was dark enough for me though. So I'm just deepening up that line so it does really define my crease more. And then I'm taking that kind of sparkly burgundy shade and I'm applying this as a liner, and I'm going to give myself a small wing with it. As I normally do, I will go in and clean up the wing with a Q-tip and some Sonia Roselli Water Balm. So I'm not really too concerned with making sure that bottom of the wing looks all that great because I know I'm going to clean it up. So my focus is obviously the line that's on my lid and the top of the wing, if you will, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But yes, I'm just applying it. Noticeable, not doing something super thick, but it's more than a thin line because I want to be, people to be able to see the color when my eyes are open. Now once I've done the shape, I like stuff to have shimmer to it, especially since the rest of my lid is matte. So I'm going in with that like that metallic burgundy color, and I'm applying that over top of the wing. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in just to the inner corner / inner fourth with that light shimmery pink color. Give myself a little bit of a highlight there. Right, yeah, no, it's just kind of like the inner corner. I'm bringing it up just a little bit so the light will catch that whole area. You can keep it concentrated into the tear duct though. And I do go in with that just underneath the brow. Really, it's not even really totally under the brow, more just kind of at the edge of that pink shadow that I laid down before. I'm not doing super heavy, just one little shimmer. So for the skin, I'm going in with the Sonia Roselli skincare line again. That was Water Elixir followed by Water Oil. And for foundation, I'm going to do what I usually do, which is the Face Atelier foundation. And I have to just wait and see which, okay, that was the Becca Moonstone. I used Becca Moonstone as my highlight. So I mixed the two of those together with some of the water oil to sheer it out. You see, I don't have a lot of foundation on my hand at all. I just kind of do that to even out my skin tone and give myself a glow. Anything that needs coverage, I go in separately with concealer. I don't like thicker full coverage foundation on my skin, but obviously you can do whatever you're comfortable with. I do have some concealer that's on underneath my eyes from when I was applying concealer onto the lid. And you'll notice I'm going to buff, and then I stop because I realized I forgot to clean up under the eye. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll point a Q-tip, water balm, and then whatever of the moisturizer is left over under my eyes, I just pat that in before I go in with the concealer. That's another reason that I really like using skincare to clean up under the eyes as opposed to a makeup wipe, because it doubles as the skincare and it helps make the foundation and concealer look nice. So before I go in with the concealer, I just kind of put some of the foundation underneath my eyes just so I can see really how much coverage I actually needed. So I applied it with my finger and then I'm blending it out with my finger again. If you hear jingling, that's just my cat in her bell collar. She's being nuts and won't leave me alone. And then blend, blend, blend. Didn't mean to flip you off. That was unintentional. I do also go in to cover that that blemish you can see on my cheek. And just apply concealer to anything that's still peeking through. And then I let it dry a little bit before I tap it out. For blush, I'm going in with that really bright pink color that's in the Ben Nye palette. And I'm applying that with more of the Moonstone highlighter mixed in. I wanted to do a really kind of heavy blush with this. I figured I'm already doing a pink eye. I may as well go pretty girly with the rest of the face too. You don't have to, but I do that, and then I also end up skipping the liquid bronzer / contour. I didn't do that today. So I patted out the concealer under my eyes once more so that way when I set, I'm not setting any creases that I have. And then I'm going to go in underneath my eyes with the powder and also into the T-zone area. And then just with whatever's left over in the palm of my hand and from what's underneath my eyes is where I go in to kind of set the rest of my face. I don't do a lot of powder. I am using the powder to kind of cut out a little bit underneath my cheekbones. It's not much, it just kind of crisps up the line a little bit, as you can see. For blush, I'm going in with this blush that you can see I've hit pan on. It's a really pretty peachy pink color that has a lot of luminosity to it. So I'm applying that, and then I am going to go in with some bronzer. Not much. That's the Becca. It's actually a blush. It's the Becca blush in Wild Honey, but it reads as a really beautiful bronzer, so that's what I like to use. I need to get another because I'm really almost out of it. So just blending that in. And that's the Balm's Lou Manizer, which is going to go on my cheekbones and on the high points of my face. So for brows, I'm using medium brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I zoomed through this, so because it takes too long otherwise. But I'm doing a really light, feathery looking brow today, so I'm really concentrating on creating little brush strokes. And I'm brushing my brow hairs up to fill in, brushing them down, and I'm creating more of a feather brow look. I really like these bushy, feathery brows, and for looks like this too, I think it adds a nice touch. I set my brows with a Rimmel Clear Brow Gel before going in with mascara. This is by Covergirl, the Exhibitionist. So curl your lashes and then apply about 2 coats of mascara to the top. You can do the bottoms if you want. And once I've done this, I'm going to go in with just that same first pinky shade and then the taupe shade underneath the eye. I did go in with just a little bit with that darker burgundy color just at the lash line too. I thought a pink ombre lip would look really cute with this, so I'm using Limelife in the color Crème Brulee as my base, and then I'm going to go over top in the center of my lips with Limelife Angel Food. These are matte lip colors, so they do dry down matte. You can do, obviously, you can do whatever you want. You can do a gloss, you can do no lip color, just mask, whatever, but I kind of, like I said, I wanted to stick with the pink theme. I don't really ever do my makeup this girly, so I thought it would be kind of fun just to go all out. So I'm applying that all over, a couple of coats to make sure that it's, the pigmentation that I want, and then going over with a little bit of the Angel Food on top. Because I didn't do, I don't know, I just wanted it to be a little bit toned down, just a touch. So now I'm setting with Blue Marble setting spray, and then that's it. This is just awkward posing. Yay, more awkward posing. Woohoo. Yeah, glowy, pink, girly, sparkly wing. Yeah, just a bit of fun.
Thank you for watching.